Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Marcus and Santos here, bringing you episode 1616. How you feeling today, Marcus?
I'm feeling good. Came in fourth place at trivia tonight. Had a few drinks. Feeling good.
Nice. I did league tonight. It was at Beaver, which we practiced. We didn't
Yeah,
practice, but we were there earlier
we
in the week,
played
so I
Beaver
figured why
Island. Yeah.
not. And I went on the open day. That's a really mixed bag that you can get there. You can get some people that are really good, and you get some people that really shouldn't play there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I depending on the day, I guess I'm both, right? I can be good and help, and then other times maybe not.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
I think you do fall into that category of could be great or could hurt your team some
yeah,
days.
I
How'd
definitely
you how'd you do? How was your partner?
today was great. I had Bobby D. He did
Oh.
not have a good day.
Oh, okay. Bobby's a good
He did
partner to
not.
get, though.
Great partner to get. I finally like. I've only been there a handful of times. A couple times I got people that are really better than me. A couple times I got same skill level or worse. But yeah, Bobby D was
Right.
a good get, and then he struggled for the first I don't know for a while. He struggled for a while, throwing it
Struggle
in the
for a
dirt
while.
and some putts.
Yeah.
But he struggled for a while.
That'll
But the good
happen.
news is I didn't play like I did on Sunday, so I was able to carry until he was able to take over. Um, but the last four holes we needed to maintain momentum, and we didn't birdie any of them. So we dropped from third all the way down to like tied for eight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that hurts. Especially
Is
with a
what it
good
is, but
partner. Yeah, that
yeah,
hurts. That hurts at WNY traveling Wednesday league. Hurts
yeah,
to
they're
not
back. They're at
cash
ECP next week. For anyone watching, Wednesday ECP.
for
I know
open.
there's gonna be like 4 days of rain over the weekend,
Ugh.
so it's going to be wet. Be prepared for that. Wear your waders, your mud boots, whatever you got. Short course though, with some pro players, it could be fun.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
to see an
it's.
ace on my card.
That was on your
Um,
card. You texted
Colton,
us.
yeah, Colton was on my card. Sexton, I think it was a Sexton Firebird. I don't know. I didn't ask him what year, but
He throws them. I know that.
right hand, yeah, right hand, forehand, flexed it down the middle, around the tree, and skipped in. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool to watch.
that's really cool. That's a sweet ace, for sure.
Yeah, and they ended up winning by one stroke. So
Oh, that ace matters then, because I
that
mean
ain't
that's a
matters. Yeah,
hard birdie. 8 at Beaver Island from whites. It's not an easy birdie by any means.
I solo birdied it.
Did you? That's a great shot. What'd you
Yeah, I
throw?
actually went past the basket and then putted
Came
and
back
made it.
at it.
So
That's sick. I mean, it's like a
yeah,
dead straight like 300 plus, 300,
yeah,
320 maybe.
yeah. So
But like,
he flexed with a forehand one way, and then I flipped up my Hades the other way, and then it came
okay,
back and
that's sweet. It's a great
it
hole.
worked.
It's a good hole.
Yeah.
So
So
that's what
that yeah.
happened today. What happened this
So,
past
so
weekend?
um we did shoot dice golf, which will come out
We shot a
eventually.
disc dice video. That was very
Yeah.
fun.
Um,
Um, that was
Especially being
Sunday.
windy. Yeah.
Saturday,
What else?
Jeff and I played the Houghton Spring Meltdown.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably my last MA1 tournament, honestly. After that,
Really,
yeah,
you're doing that?
yeah, I'll put it on record. It's probably my last MA1 tournament. I
Wow.
shot well. I would have came in tied for fourth in MPO from the same layout. I came in tied for third in MA1, so I'd rather just take some cash back than some script.
Okay. Yeah. All
Um,
right. I get that. I questioned at the beginning of the year if you should do that to ride it out, but yeah. By all means, you're doing well. So
but that tournament, not about me. Jeff played great. He won MA2. He aced with a D2DG dyed disc. He did everything he needed to do to win. He played great.
yeah, like 2 holes before that, he eagled.
Yeah, he eagled 16.
Yeah.
He aced 18.
Yeah. And
Like
that and
what
that's a
on the
that's
second
a
round?
tough ace. You see how close the water was to that
Oh my
basket, and
god,
it
the
felt
water's less than 10 feet from the basket on
yeah,
18. It was such a
yeah,
it's you're throwing right at it. It's either you ace or you blow by it in the water. It was
yeah.
sick. I fived that hole from a different tee pad. I fived it from the longs, but I came up short in the water, missed the drop zone putt, missed my comebacker, tapped in a 5.
Wow.
That's the difference between me coming tying for second and me tying for third that day.
Yeah.
2 strokes.
Wow.
So,
Okay, and we had let's see, we had Spencer and Nate who played at the Spring Fling at Wilson.
yeah.
Shout out to Nate for getting really close on 18 and on the final hole shanking one into the parking lot.
Did he? I didn't hear
That
about
dropped him
that.
down to fifth.
Oh, that'll happen,
He's a
though.
righty.
That can happen.
He's a
Yeah,
righty.
that can
Look, come
happen.
on, man.
Though it was windy, I heard. It was windy.
I get that, but you're still got to throw something stable.
You
I know
should throw
Nate
something
has
stable.
distance. It should have been something stable. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying that's got to be a mental error to grab the wrong disc on a windy day to go into the parking lot.
Yeah,
It's not that far
that's
off, maybe
tough.
40 feet from the basket, but still.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was in the
You
right.
can be inside the circle in the parking lot on that hole.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
And then Spencer
Spencer,
came back on that hole. He tooed it to push
to
for
push the
extra holes.
playoff,
And then what hole did they play in the playoff?
17
17?
first. They both
Yeah.
parred 17,
Yeah.
and then he birdied 18 to win.
Which I think from the video he threw a forehand.
He threw a
on that,
forehand.
which
Yeah.
is towards the OB, which I would think you would want your shot to be away from.
I
But
like
it worked. I'm not going to question him.
I
It
like
worked. He
the
won.
play. I like the play of keep it inbounds the whole time. I don't know if he went first or not. If you
Yeah.
see your opponent go OB first or if you see your opponent come up short in a playoff first, you're gonna
Yeah.
want to keep it inbounds the whole time.
Okay. Okay.
Like
So
you want to take an
when I
at worst
play that
par.
hole, I don't go out over the OB when I throw my shot correctly. Like
Right.
I push the OB, I get close, but I always come back. If I absolute grip lock, monkey paw yank, yeah, I could go OB.
Right.
But
But
for the most part, I'm staying down the middle.
you don't want to even test that OB.
Right?
Because it was windy. If that gust of wind picks up on a headwind, turns your disc over, you end up in that OB, you lose the playoff.
Right. Okay. I mean, I would just get a more stable disc, but I see what
But
you're saying.
I mean,
That's
I've
why
seen
one and I wouldn't.
in those gusts of wind, you've seen your stable disc barrel roll, right?
Yeah.
Like you just don't know what that gust of wind is gonna do that day
Yeah.
on that exact shot. I've seen my most stable disc literally go from hyzer to barrel roll to on its back
Yeah.
in the ground. It happens. So you want to play your safe shot, keep it inbounds the whole time, and I mean Spencer's got a great forehand. I wouldn't ever discount Spencer's forehand.
That's it. That's it for the
Local.
AM side of things and local, but huge happenings on the pro circuit.
Yeah.
And by huge, I mean the margin of victory for Kristen Tatar.
Yeah. Yeah, that one really. I
Talk
mean,
about cruise
she
control.
doubled up the field.
I mean, I love the comments and everybody loves having fun because she's destroying the field by so much, but literally they were not wrong when they said she could have showed up to the course with her putter on the final day and just putted her way home.
Yeah.
She could have thrown down the middle, parred everything, and just crushed it.
I mean, she
She
won
was
by
that much-
she literally doubled up the field, right?
Yeah.
She going into the final day, she was 24 down and the field was 12 down. Right? And she shot the hot round the last day.
Yeah.
Still?
So there was some comments. Obviously, we check all the threads and everything what's going on, but there were some comments about Kat who they thought could make a push, Katrina Allen, and then they questioned her strategy or whatever, and she just flat out said, "I'm not playing against Kristen. I'm playing against the course."
Right, which is the right answer.
Is it though? When Kristen's on a heater, are you still playing against the course? You're not pushing because you need to make, at that point, are you resigned for second place or third or fourth instead of trying to push harder to catch her?
I mean, 12 strokes. 12 strokes,
I
That's
mean,
more than the
after day
hot
two.
round.
After day two, not three.
It's still like I don't know what Kristen was up after day 2. Maybe 6, 8. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I
But
had it up.
that's
I don't know
still
why I have my phone
pushing.
in my hand.
That's still pushing anyone else shooting the hot round and Kristen shooting par. That's not going to happen. You know that.
Yeah.
As a competitor, you know she's not going to shoot par. I know WR Jackson. I've played WR Jackson. Not recently, not with the new changes. I've played it in the past, though. I know how hard
So
that course is.
big oof. Yeah, she finished 27 down. Own jumped up to 13 down. That was second place.
So she
So she
doubled the
doubled
field.
up. Yeah, that's incredible.
No, that's
So
such a dominant victory. It's not even close.
she shot. She shot the. What did she shot 58 on day one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what. I
And
know
then
11 down was the hot round for the women.
60 day two, 59 day three. And by then it was over.
It was over after day
So
3. She was 12 up on the
she
field.
just was in cruise control. She still shot the lowest round,
Yeah.
tied, because a few
She
people did
tied
it.
the hot round on the
Um,
final day.
64. Yeah,
Revenge tour.
that's
You want to talk about
uh,
revenge tour? That's a
yeah,
revenge tour.
yeah. This last year she had it and she lost it on the final hole with Paige.
Yeah, and that was the event where someone called her for having her daughter as a caddy.
Yes, big controversy because Elaine King was it
I don't know
part of the rules
who
committee?
I don't know who called it or
It was Elaine King who called, contacted someone on the course and said
right.
her daughter cannot be there. You have to be at least 18 to be a caddy,
Right.
and to warn them just in case someone on her card would warn
Called
them.
them. Yeah.
So it was like a preemptive, you know, she can't be there. And yeah, I don't care what happens, or she was brave and she put on a front, but now your daughter, who you brought with you for your final day to share in what could possibly be your victory, is not allowed to walk with you, and you have to put her with people she doesn't know. You know
Yeah.
them, but she doesn't. So as a parent, in the back of your mind, you can't block that out. You can try to focus on the throw, but you're looking for your daughter after every throw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're worried about
So
her. Absolutely.
it's not a funny situation. In retrospect, in afterthought, you can say it's kind of funny because there was all these funny memes happening about like when she had struggles with customs and couldn't get in. And like Paige is paying the customs people to keep her out. Then Elaine King, is taking her daughter. Like so many things were happening. So you are describing this year correctly when you say revenge tour. Paige Pierce said, "I'm, the best. I'm here to remind everybody of that." And since then,
Yeah. Done
Kristen
nothing.
Tatar has not taken likely to that.
No. No. Kristen has made it known that she's coming for that title.
I think it's hers. Barring injury, she had some injury. She had surgery. Okay, so barring further injury, if she can stay healthy, Kristen passes Paige.
I mean, she needs to win 6
I
world
don't see Paige winning
championships.
anymore.
Kristen needs to win 6 world championships, right? Is that what that's the number?
To pass, yes.
6 world championships to tie Paige, right? Because
Right.
every year Paul's won, she's won, or something like that.
Uh, well, no. Paul has 6 now. She has 5.
She has 5. Okay, so
Paige
Kristen needs to win 6 to beat
to
Paige.
pass. Yeah.
Until then, Paige is still the best female to ever play the game.
Well, okay.
5 world
Paige has the most.
championships.
Paige has the most majors, yes, but Paige has gone on record and said winning doesn't. So here's a question for you: did winning lose all its luster when she found out she couldn't dominate Kristen? Because it's funny timing to me. She had like a come to Jesus moment where she said she realized her father raised her and pushed her. Winning was the only thing, and she found out that that's not the case. You don't have to, and it's not the only thing. You can enjoy playing. You can enjoy all these things that came out right when Kristen was picking up and taking off.
Yeah, I don't. That's up to Paige to decide.
Okay.
Maybe she did have a change of heart. I believe I'm a believer. I'm a assume positive intention always. I believe Paige did find out. She did come to terms with disc golf is fun, regardless of winning or losing. I believe that Paige believes that now. It just happens to coincide with Kristen dominating the field.
I was gonna say maybe it could be both. Maybe it could be something in the middle there where she had to face losing enough that she had to learn how to come to terms with it.
Yeah, and that's
So
hard
she
after
was used to
winning for so
dominating, used
long.
to winning.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, Isaac Robinson also won.
Wire to wire.
Wire to wire,
Also,
throwing zero forehands, won a major. But again,
with
that's just that course, that's what disc golf is supposed to be, man. W.R.
remind me,
Jackson,
who's he sponsored by? What is he throwing?
Prodigy disc.
For such crappy plastic, these guys are
No,
winning.
these guys are killers. Him,
Gannon.
Gannon, Alden. These guys are
Yep.
killers.
Uh, what's his name from Skins? He's been competing.
Luke Humphreys,
Luke Humphreys, if you check, he's been competing and he's been up there on a few of them.
KJ USA's been up there. DJ KJ, he's been up
Poor
there.
KJ. God, I really root for that dude to pull one off.
I know.
I just
He'll break one
oh,
off. He'll get a major in his career without a doubt. He'll
see,
win a major. Yeah, he will. He's good enough.
I would love to see that. And
Well,
then with Isaac and with that brings up the bird, it brings up the lawsuit, the contract situation, yada yada yada. And it talks about, his discs and not his discs, the plastic run, the tour series, and then we segue that into how they can sell plastic to make money to pay these guys.
yeah.
So your topic for today is,
Well, hold on. We have a giveaway to do first.
are you gonna do the giveaway first?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Let's do the giveaway first. Then we'll jump right into my topic. So I will pull. I'm gonna switch to my screen capture. We've got
Yeah. And shout out to the
Santos
people who
can't see
did.
this, but I can see it.
Shout
Um,
out to the people who did watch the entire
watch the
podcast
whole
and find that little
podcast.
nugget.
Comment, subscribe. I'm gonna hit the randomize button. RN4 Vets NY.
There you go.
Hit
RNS
us.
for vets.
Hit us up on any social media platform. Tell us who you are. We don't know who you are. Hit us up. We're gonna give you a die disc of your choice with your own custom design on it. We'll work with you to get you exactly what you want on exactly the disc of your choice. So,
Congratulations. Thanks for
yeah,
following, for subscribing, for hitting that bell,
yep,
and make sure you stick around because there's going to be more of these. We're getting started. We're only on episode 16, so we're learning how
yeah.
to do this,
We're
and
still,
you're learning with us. So
yep. We appreciate you being here, sticking around, checking it out. So I hope you see this comment. We will shout you out in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if you're there. I'm there. Follow me on Twitter. Up above, follow me on
I
Twitter.
should probably get that. Yeah, I should probably get that going. I got the D2DG Twitter. Like I created it, but we don't do anything on that.
I'm there for disc golf Twitter. Disc golf Twitter is where it's at. It's a great place. So we'll get right into it.
I just like following Rodman
PDJ Rodman is underrated. I mean,
completely.
they were so big for so long. I think I follow them still. I haven't seen them post in a long time. But I have
I've seen a few.
Have you? Okay, I have PDJ Rodman stamped wizards. Still.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
love them. They're so sick. Yeah. No, they're
Do you know who they are?
who they are? No one knows who they are, technically.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, no one knows who PDGA Rodman is, but shout out to
All
PDGA
right,
Rodman.
keep your little secrets. All
Yeah, but
right, let's
okay, so
move along.
we did our giveaway. We'll jump right into what I want to talk about this episode is
I should have prepared. I could have brought a couple of them up, but go ahead.
special blend plastic, and what a gimmick that is. So when I think special blend plastic, I think Discraft and I think Ledgestone. Because every year at Ledgestone or for Ledgestone, they run like four different waves of releases of like just random plastic blends of discs. So like one of the better discs, one of my favorite discs prior to getting sponsored was a 2015 Glow Flex Z Banger GT. That thing was freaking awesome. I own two of them. I found one used in a shop and I paid like $50 for a second one. Just so I could
Jeez,
have it. And Santos, you dyed it. I sent it to you to dye. It was white. You dyed it, you put a spin dye on it, and
I remember
I
it.
haven't even thrown it. It's just a backup sitting there for me when I eventually lose that first one. But man, what a gimmick that I paid $50 secondhand on the collector market for a disc that they haven't run
Well,
since. They haven't run that
okay, but
plastic
why is that a
since.
gimmick if it was collector flipped? Like they made their money running a standard price, maybe slightly higher, right? Because I mean, we were
Probably
at
slightly
Ledgestone,
higher.
slightly higher, but I mean, they got to raise money for these tournaments somehow to pay these people.
Yes, they do. So I agree. Ledgestone, it's great. They can raise money to pay the pros more. I'm on board with that 100%.
Okay,
But I think that running limited run plastics sucks for the amateurs because they run
what do
such. Go ahead.
are you talking like when they just do the blends, or are you talking? I'm gonna call out your company because at our tournament you pulled out coffee plastic.
But you can buy that still. That's still on the site. And
Okay,
I
so
don't know the full extent of the coffee blend putters. I don't have the full details on how long they're going to run that, but you can still buy them. I checked like recently because I like the
okay,
feel of them. They're gummy.
so it's not necessarily plastic, the special blends. It's the run that you have problems with if it's a one time
If it's a
run.
one off, yeah, I have problems with not being able to replace the same disc year after year. Like, I remember Justin losing a Sparkle Flex Buzz OS from 2015 Ledgestone had some of the best discs that you can find. But Justin lost a Sparkle Z Flex Buzz OS that I rarely see anymore. And I remember him loving that disc. He lost it. He couldn't replace it. He got a regular Buzz OS. It wasn't the same. Didn't fly the same. It's really hard to replace those discs.
Yeah,
I think MVP is getting into that market now. They're running these.
really.
Oh, if I they don't run fission nearly
Okay,
enough.
yeah, and they had that new special. Um, they have the R2 plastic with the Eclipse rim.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a special blend. That's a special run.
That's a, and
It
I don't think they're gonna do too many of those.
no,
But
or like
the
Eclipse 2.0 from MVP, or the blue glow or the colored glow. MVP does the
Blue
special
point oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
blue
The
point
Blue
oh,
point oh
or
came out after the two.
they ran the special colored glow. What were they? Envies or something? Something
I
like
don't.
that. I don't. But
Okay.
in the boxes, in the Gyropalooza boxes,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
the Lab Second boxes, whatever boxes they were, they did
The
run. So there's a huge secondhand market for those. But if you like throwing them, it sucks. It's so hard to get.
the answer is to not throw them, to collect them and have them for casuals. But if you're gonna love them, it's hard to collect. You're gonna have to pay up if you fall in love with them.
Yeah, no, and I think it sucks for amateurs because
It does.
they can get them. They can just say, "Hey,
Yeah.
my sponsor, give me more," and they'll pull them out of a box
Oh,
that's holding open a
okay.
door.
Sometimes, sometimes, because you and I have both been a part of some chats and some Facebook groups where the pros come to us saying, "Hey guys, I really need this special run. Who can help me?" And then the disc golf world does what it does, and they all pitch in to get it to that pro. And that's rare. You
It's
are
rare
correct.
because
In the newer runs, they can get them, but there are some where they reach out to the community and the community helps out.
it's the newer companies that have the problems. MVP, Madison Walker, she reached out on the
Yep.
MVP pages saying, "Hey, I need the lighter weight stuff." Germ had
Yeah.
his whole bag stolen. He didn't reach out to anyone. Innova had everything he needed. Innova
Yeah.
had 11-time Eagles. Because I reached out to Germ and said, "Hey, I have an 11-time Eagle." I never heard back from him. He put out a Facebook post or an Instagram post that said, "Hey, I don't need anything from you guys. We'll figure it out. If I need something, I'll ask."
Yeah.
Because he was getting so many messages with all the old Innova stuff. But Innova just pulls out boxes. They have it. They pulled out penned Star DS destroyers for the Aero Markkinen run this past year in 2022. They pulled out penned Star DS swirly Star Destroyers. They just had a box of them laying around. They put a new stamp on
Yeah.
them and they penned them. Innova has the stuff. These companies have the blends. Someone I saw on Reddit, someone got a 12-year-old JK AVR because the stamp was a 12-year-old tournament stamp as their factory second order. Innova just pulled out a box of 12-year-old JK AVRs and sent them out one day.
Wow.
Some of these companies that have been around have these special runs still.
Yeah.
But Discraft isn't holding them. They're selling all of them. So your only option is to get them secondhand if you miss the drop or buy 10 of them. Do you know what I have 10 of? Big Z
What?
Banger GTs. Because when's the next time they're going to run those? They haven't run Big Z Banger GTs in like 3 years. I bought 10 of them. Literally 10 of them to have. Because they're.
And now what are you gonna do with them? Now you can make money off of them from somebody else
Now
that
I
needs
can flip
them.
them. I don't think I've thrown a single one of them. Because
Wow.
I have one Z white Banger GT with a Buzz stamp on it from 2019 or 2018, as that was my overstable one when I threw them, and the Z Flex 2015 Glow as my straight one. Those were the only two I had. Those were in my bag before I switched. So they
So
were 7 and 4 years old, respectively.
when that run came out, you didn't know you were gonna like that run when you bought that many of them.
Nope.
You just bought that many, hoping, okay, if I get that many and I like them, I'm good. And if I don't, then I can sell them.
Yep.
So you had
I
to
was like,
gamble.
I just know Big Z is a little straighter than Z. It comes out a little
Yeah.
flippier. So I was like, great, I can
Yeah.
have these straight flippy ones. I bought a 2014 Ti Flex after, secondhand, brand new, never thrown, secondhand 2015, I think, Ti Flex Banger GT to be
Yeah. I
another
think I
straight
had one.
one. I don't know if you do have one of those because they're not
I
hard.
had.
They're not.
I think I had one.
They're pretty hard to
The
come
purple
by.
one that I had, and then I got rid of it.
Okay. No, 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 no.
I don't throw the banger anymore.
That wasn't Ti Flex. That was Ti Swirl. That's different because
Correct. Correct. Yeah,
Discraft
swirl.
sucks.
Do
Ti
they though?
Ti Flex is different than Ti Swirl. They fly
Correct.
different. They feel different. That sucks if you're a consumer.
I am someone who's only been playing. I'm starting my fourth year. I'm cycling through discs. I've gotten to the point where I just like how it feels. If I like that plastic, I'll try to make a mold in that plastic fit my bag. You follow?
Yep, I do.
Has to feel good. Okay. Then I'll find a mold that feels good that can fit somewhere in my bag. I'm almost done finally building my bag.
Yeah, no, you have
I don't
settled
have a lot
finally.
of I don't have a lot of special runs that
No,
I can think of right now
I can think
that are
of
going to be
that.
hard to replace.
There's that essence, that black, dark blue black essence in your bag that you just pulled out the other day. I don't know if that's always in your bag.
That's not an essence.
What is
That is
it?
not an essence. Um, I rarely throw it. I only throw it
No,
on windy
you
days because it's
really
a little more
don't throw it
stable.
that often.
It's only when it's windy that I throw it because it's more stable than the river.
Yeah, it
It's the
is.
7 speed from Discmania 7502 or three,
That's the
but that
essence.
plastic. No, God, why can't I think of the name of it right now? Alicia, I dyed one for her. Oh God, this is gonna kill me.
If it's not an essence, this is going to
Starts with
shock
an
me
F.
because
No,
7502 is the numbers of an essence. Because the essence is like an
yes,
eagle
it's
L.
Flippy. The essence is Flippy.
No, not really. The essence is straight.
Um, no, it's not the essence. It is a Flippy disc. It is it is more it's more understable than my insanity was.
Okay.
It's still killing me that I can't think of the name of the disc right now.
I,
I'm drawing a complete blank of a disc that's in my
I,
bag for special occasions.
but it is a special blend. You will give me that. It's a special blend. It's like a vapor.
It is,
It's
yes,
like a
and I did
luster.
get a backup for it,
Did you?
and it is hard to get. It is hard to get. I remember, I think Russo, I think, is a big Discmania guy
Yeah.
that I have to get a hold of for more. He said he might have one, but he had colors that I just don't like a green or an orange.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so yeah, you don't see me throw it that often because
No,
if I'm on
I
my
don't.
fairways, it's usually because my sextant is really it's beat in for me. It's still stable but beat in. So if it's like really windy, I'll throw that, or I'll throw a certain river, and then
The instinct. Sorry, the instinct.
there you go. That's
That's
what it
the one
is.
I'm thinking of. The instinct, not the essence. The essence is Flippy. You are correct. The instinct is the one I'm thinking of.
You were
7502?
thinking the numbers of the one that I throw,
Yep.
and yeah,
I was saying the wrong name. You are correct. It is the instinct 7502. Yes. You have a I wish I could remember the plastic name. I'll be honest guys, everyone out there, it's just lucid glimmer. It's just lucid glimmer, but it's probably neo something, neo
I've got
instinct.
another one over here that I was gonna look for. I just pulled away. You couldn't see me for a minute.
It's
I was trying to find it, but yes.
it's probably neo glimmer or something like that, some
I
nonsense.
want to say no. It's called Vapor.
Vapor.
No,
Okay, sure. It's probably vapor, but it's
now
just
I have
dynamic.
to look. Now I'll be back. I have it right here.
It's just the Dynamic Discs trilogy lucid glimmer plastic. They can tell you it's not all they want. It's just lucid glimmer. You can feel them side by side. It's great feeling plastic. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I think it's an awesome feel. But it is simply just Latitude Dynamic West Side plastic.
I have all my backups in here, but I can't find it right now.
What an amateur.
Well, I wasn't planning on it for this one, but now it bothers me that I can't see the actual plastic.
But listen, if you're gonna fall in love, Santos, just get an FD1. It's the same numbers, but it's gonna be actually made by Discmania in the Italian plastic.
Wait, they have the FD,
Yep.
and you think that flies the same as the Instinct because of the numbers?
No, no, no. The FD1 is not the FD.
Oh, I didn't hear the one part.
The FD1 is the new
Okay,
one they're
so
coming
there
out
is
with.
an FD1 out there.
Yes, it's more stable. It's like it's I hate them for doing this. The FD1, the new Discmania Italian plastic FD1 is
Are
going to
you
be
doing the? You have to do that. You're Salvador.
I'm
You're allowed to do
Italian.
that.
The new Italian plastic FD1 is going to be similar to or the same as the original Innova made FD2
Oh, why?
because they're trying to renumber and make things simpler or something like that.
Okay.
But it's just
Well, that's just
confusing.
tougher.
But yeah, the FD1 is going to be a more stable FD. You can rip on it harder. It's going to be the FD1 is supposed to be the second run FD. The original Innova made second run FD. The most stable run of FD ever made. The one that Eagle probably still throws. That's the one that everyone covets after.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. You want to know what
So
the FD2 the FD Night Strike the whoever I don't know the Nate Perkins FD Night
I think
Strike.
yeah.
Do I talk about special blend? Old Discmania special blend, special runs are like the most expensive discs you can buy. The Color Glow FD1, the Color Glow FDs, the Nate Perkins Night Strike Color Glow FDs are like over $100 a disc because they fly
Jeez.
so good. Apparently, I've literally never thrown a Night Strike FD. I've had no interest. I don't want to fall in love. I used to throw AJ Destroyers. You want to talk about special run? I used to throw AJ Destroyers because I think they flew that much better than a normal destroyer. And apparently, the AJ Destroyer mold is the Millennium Scorpius mold.
Jesus. So now they have a new plastic for it called Forge plastic.
Great.
I haven't thrown that.
I know
Highly
nothing
durable
about that.
forge material. I haven't thrown that. That's new. Um, Neo is the standard one that I started off with. They have the Vapor, right? That's the one that I moved on to, but they have a Lux Vapor. That's the Leo Pyrenin limited edition.
Yep.
I do have that as a backup too because that has stability in that 7 speed range, right? So it says it has a 5 glide. Um, to me, for my arm speed, it felt close to that. And the FD, the let's see, now we're going the Discmania's Italian plastic FD, the new one.
Yep.
I bagged for a while. It's been in and out of my bag because sometimes the river is just it's too straight, and then if there's any wind, it's like flippy for me.
Yeah.
And then you're moving into this other one that's more stable, so that FD would fit right in the middle there of holding up to the wind, not turning too much, and then just stopping
Yeah.
and not getting a hard fade at the end, which this does with that plastic. So I guess that like because it's so rare, I don't have a lot of backups. I bought one backup for it because I don't throw it on the regular. Now the river,
This
I
is
have
the instinct.
4 rivers.
Yes.
The instant, yeah.
Okay.
The river, I have 4 of them.
I
I have
probably
all the
have
Hades
five
that I need.
rivers.
Huh?
I probably have 5 rivers I could give you.
Right. Which plastics? Because that matters.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Plastic matters.
I
I
know.
have mine are gold line, but they're stable gold line.
you. So, what is their version of this glimmer, the shimmer for trilogy?
Opto Glimmer or Lucid
I
Glimmer.
have I have one of those
I
that I
remember
got
that.
from
Yeah.
Luke,
Yeah.
and I just had it in the back of my truck. Sunday you saw it, right? Yeah, you pulled
Yeah,
it
I
out.
did. I
It's in the
pulled it
back of
out.
the
I
truck.
was like, "Oh, that's cool. A Glimmer River."
that's how stuff kind of makes its way into my bag slowly. Like I put it in a box, I put it in a truck, and I make like if I get to a field or something, I'll see where this fits in
Yeah.
because my river is getting beat up. Um, and I actually carry right now a river that what's his name died for me at Vegas last year.
Oh God, why can't I think of his name? I'll put it in.
Sam,
Sam. Yeah.
we'll
Oh,
find it. Yeah,
Sam. What? Oh, we'll figure it out. I'll put it in.
yeah. So I carry it as something in my bag that someone else died for me as a good gesture. You know, he died it. He didn't charge me anything for it. Um, just a good guy. We talked about dyes, talked about plastics. He's from the Vegas area, real good guy. So that actually I put in my bag kind of as a tribute to him, and I'm not scared to share somebody else's dyes when I'm throwing. It's a
Well, you've
good
been
disc,
throwing it a lot. It's a great disc for you.
yes, and it holds like with my arm speed. It holds it straight. It doesn't flip too much if I can control the angle.
Yeah, and you control it very
So
well.
yeah, thank you. So yeah, my discs, except for this guy, he's causing problems. I get these discs and I want to put some in my bag purely on a stamp. Um, I have a hex. I have a Superman hex. You saw me throwing the hex.
Yeah, you threw it great.
I throw it well.
You've
I
aced
throw
with
it
it.
well.
I've seen. I've been on a card where you aced with that disc.
Now, this is a hex, and the swirl is beautiful,
It's fission
and it's
hex,
white.
right?
This is Fission Hex,
Yeah.
which brings me to the next one. OTB.
Yeah,
OTB has a
there you go.
special run
Special
of
blends.
OTB. And you know I like throwing that echo. What do I do? Do I buy a bunch of echoes when they become available March? I'm gonna
March
tell everybody
5th,
they're available
May
March
May
7.
May 5th or something.
May 7. May 7.
May
Everybody go look
7th.
on May 7. Don't
Yeah.
look on May 5th. I want those.
Yeah, the
But
soft
I
proton
can.
echoes. Dude, soft proton,
Yeah.
the old soft proton of like before MVP brought their production in-house, those old soft proton discs were so sick. And
I don't know that. I don't
oh,
because I wasn't around then.
they were so incredible. And
Who made them?
I don't know how they got them made. I don't know the background and the
You don't know who was
details.
running it for them?
I don't know who was making the plastic, who was doing the actual injection
I'm gonna
molding
guess
for them.
Latitude 64 because they just
No,
have the reputation
it
for the
wasn't.
better plastic.
No, I don't know how they were
It,
getting. It wasn't Latitude. I know that.
it wasn't Innova.
No, we'll have to get the
Get some
real
experts.
details. Yeah, we'll do a deep dive on MVP someday and get
Okay.
the real details. But no, the Echo is an awesome mold. If you're not throwing an Echo, I suggest you find one and throw one. The Streamline Echo, if you can pick one up in this OTB drop of Proton Soft Echoes, I highly suggest you get one of these and give them a try. Proton Soft is an amazing feeling plastic. The Echo is an amazing flying disc. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm sponsored by Gateway. Go
Yeah.
get yourself an Element. But the Element and the Echo don't fly the same. I think you should bag both. I think you should bag an Echo, an Element, and a Prophecy. The Prophecy's more stable, the Echo's dead straight, the Element's understable. I think you can easily fit all three in your bag and have no problem with it.
Yeah, I ended up all MVP on my mids. All MVP, MVP 3, not just MVP. I got
Yep.
MVP, I got
Axiom, MVP, Streamline.
Axiom, and I got the other one. So
I'm still trying to work some more Prophecy or some more Gateway into your bag, slowly but surely.
you know, I am huge on feel first. First and foremost, it's
Yeah.
just gotta feel good. I'll worry about the flight characteristics and what I have to do to adjust after. But I have big hands, and it matters the grip. Like I didn't throw that at Cosmic Neutron Echo, so that came out and that was the first run of the Echo was Cosmic Neutron.
Yeah, which was a good flight.
It was
Perfect
really good
plastic
flight.
for that disc, in my opinion.
And when the winter came, I was having problems with the grip on it. It was just
Yeah.
a little too slippery. I was trying everything I could. So I put it away, brought out an old one. Now, summer ish weather hit us with 70 degrees, 80 degrees. I pulled it right back out. I was throwing it again. I was happy.
Yeah.
But they have a run So the OTB Open run is going to be limited, but they
Yeah.
do have a Neutron, not Cosmic Neutron, but the full standard special edition stamp or whatever they're gonna have. They're gonna have a full run of it. So if you want to get the Echo, get it in a Neutron. If you can't hop on that, get the Neutron, and you'll still be happy that you did. Uh, it does turn, but it's straight. It's a straight thrower, and it's why I get my confidence that I can throw those straight shots
Yeah.
better than Marcus.
It doesn't turn, it doesn't fade, it's torque resistant. Like,
Yes.
if you want a hyzer flip disc, grab an gateway element. If you want a straight
Yeah,
to
don't get
fade,
that.
if you want a straight to fade, grab a gateway prophecy. If you want, like, I haven't thrown, I've heard great things about the reptilian disc chameleon is the new disc made by Gateway. It's molded by Gateway for reptilian. It's apparently very straight. It's a prophecy top on a element bottom. So I'll have to check one out and compare it to that streamline
Yeah.
Echo and see what the differences are, because the way the chameleon sounds is it should fly like the Echo did for me. So maybe I'll love
Nice.
this chameleon. I haven't thrown it yet. I'll need to get
Yeah.
one in my hands, and I'll. But
I can't say enough about it. If my line is off, or I thought maybe I could get a little flex out of an Echo, it's not. Whatever line it comes out of my hand, it stays.
everybody
If
will
I
always talk
I'm not
about
flipping it up.
this disc or that disc is point and shoot. It goes.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear every in the bag. Every pro will say, "Oh,
Yeah.
this disc goes exactly where you tell it to. It's point and shoot." No, they're lying to you. The MVP, the Streamline Echo, is point and shoot. It's the same as an Innova Nova. It's point and shoot. If the disc doesn't fly like you want it to, that means you messed up, not the disc.
Yeah, you let it go on the wrong angle, and it is also supported by Dan Brooks Wells. He
Yeah,
has one in his bag, and he did a review on it. Check it out. Um, it's that good of a disc that you don't like. I immediately got rid of all my other straight mids. Like I'm not even gonna bother. That slot's done. So I just had to work a little bit in between, and then I did have a special plastic pyro, but I don't anymore. I don't even throw it that
no.
much. The pyro.
See, they came back out with the Prism Plasma Pyros again.
Yeah.
They ran those again, but like how many years later did it take
Yeah.
them to run Prism Plasma Pyros? Because that you
It
threw
took
that
much-
pyro, it was sick. It worked perfect for you.
Yeah. And but because they came out with more, I only have one backup to it. I don't have any more.
Right.
Everybody else picked them up before I could. I put out in search of, and they went crazy. I said, I'll wait. The prices will go down, and I know they have. Um, but it's a rare disc. It's so stable. I
Yeah.
don't throw it. I don't throw it a lot. Okay, I usually throw my zone for that overstable
Yeah.
approach. I
If
only
you, if
throw
you need
that
a little more distance,
off a tee. Yeah, off a tee, I'll throw
you go
that.
pyro. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's where I go.
um,
I go warrior for that overstable mid range slot. I go warrior. If I don't go Houdini, I grab my warrior or my prophecy. Flies the same to me.
and then I have just standard plastic, standard premium plastic for the rest of it. I don't know. I don't. I honestly, Sully, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I just I don't think maybe I should switch to a glow reactor. He gave me so we had a run of the DBW fission reactor with the Cyborg Bear.
Yeah.
That was supposed to fit the slot between my hex and my pyro.
They're a little
And
no, they're a little more understable than directly between. Like if you go hex, fission reactor, reactor, pyro. The fission reactor is
okay,
a little less stable than the regular reactor. For
yeah.
sure.
So I'm thinking I might have to get a glow reactor in the bag because that fission reactor has let me down, and it is not more
Yeah.
stable than my hex.
No, yours has. I've seen you turn it over multiple times. The fission
Yeah,
reactor. No, you
and I
would
shouldn't.
benefit from. I mean, I'm big on the cosmic neutron reactor. I think that's a sick torque resistant mid that holds up really well. I think I have one. I can give you one. I think I've got one. I'll give you that.
I, I've got a dyed Eclipse one here that I'm not done dyeing, but
I wasn't happy with Eclipse reactors. I thought the cosmic
no.
neutron was more stable than Eclipse.
Okay,
I'll have to find that last one I have and give it to
if
you.
you find it, let me know.
Yeah, it's a sick. It's like
Or if
lemonade.
you find, I'm not sponsored, right? If you find that Gateway has that slot covered between the Hex and the Pyro, I'm willing to
Hey, I'll
try.
I'll I'll get more prophecies. I'll give you a prophecy to try out. I
I'm
think they're
willing to try it. Yeah,
sweet.
you know that.
Well, no, you don't like the hand feel of the prophecy. I've given you one to put in your hand. You didn't like the hand feel of it.
Is that the one that was double,
It
whatever? Or
wasn't double beaded. No, 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 that wasn't that one. But
was the bevel like almost 90 degrees or
it
something
was it
weird? I
was
forgot what it was.
very sharp and very deep. You didn't like the
Yeah.
hand feel of the prophecy. But I'll give you a
Yes.
warrior.
Okay. So the prophecy felt really nice for forehands
Yes, it felt
because it
very
fit
good for
really nicely
forehand.
to the forehand. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then when I grabbed it for the grip, yes. Okay. So yeah, I'll try something. Yeah.
But
As
I
long
have
as
no
it's not special
problem.
plastic, I'm not
I,
falling for that.
I have no problem backhanding the prophecy. Still, I throw
Okay.
it. I
Well,
mean, you even
you're
said
also moving into your MPO.
I'm also moving up to MPO, so any disc will work for me. Realistically,
Yeah.
I can make any disc work.
Yeah. I'm not there. I'm just happy that I'm finally finalizing my bag. And here we are. You talking about putting another one in there, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy. I think I'm good.
Well, I mean, we're
Although I guess you would call the Paul Macbeth the six times. I got the Hades and the Zeus in there, but you know what? No, because those are interchangeable. I can get an ESP Zeus or
yep.
some other
Yeah,
version
the
of the Hades.
Paul
Those are
Macbeth six
interchangeable.
times are
Not that
just.
special.
It's just this year's run of ESP. It's not
Yeah,
like a special blend. It's just how this year's ESP came out.
yeah. Which it did come out really nice because that heat is more stable than regular heats.
Yeah, yeah, they did come out weird because like the
Yeah,
Hades, I've seen people throw the Hades being very overstable for a Hades.
yeah. That's yeah. You were on his card.
I was on a car with Ryan Peters. He threw Hades and it
And
came
he
out.
throws far.
He throws hard, yeah. No, he's a good thrower, and it was just
Yeah,
very overstable for a Hades. So, who knows?
yeah. So that almost ties into maybe it's an episode for another day because you'll go down a rabbit hole of like the inconsistencies and you think
Oh yeah,
immediately of Innova and but you have the mind for it that you remember and you can tell the run when it was run time frame of the run um and I'm just sitting here trying to say look man if the plastic feels good I'll throw it and if somebody can help me find this specific disc then let's do it but you have the mind of knowing when you can tell which run the 2016 second run or something like that like that's great to have somebody like that between let's say you and probably Bob
yeah,
being up on that, like we're covered. We know what we're talking about in the group
yeah,
whenever anyone has a
yeah.
question.
Someone will be able to figure out exactly what run, when it came out, and how to get more of them, which is usually
And then
secondhand on a Facebook page. But it's worth trying if you like the disc.
so I'm gonna do a quick plug here. I don't know if enough people use this, and maybe we can put a link in. I got to make sure I say it right. Obviously, we've shouted out Squala before. If you need help,
Yeah,
knowing what a disc does or comparing, go to Squala, get the app, do all that stuff. He even has a store there. Um, but there's another one that helps the visual people like me. MyDiscBag.com.
it's a good one. It's a really good
It's a
one.
good one to have. I'm pulling mine up right now because I think I updated it not that long ago when I told you the really big hole that I have is that 9 speed. So you go to chart, and when
Yeah,
you go to chart, you can see I'm covered with my mids, I'm covered with my fairways, my drivers, my distance drivers are, kind of spread out. I really so my arm speed with the stability or lack thereof on the Hades, it just works most times. I can get it to flip up perfect for me to get the distance when I need that max distance. I don't have
yeah.
that 148 Faro anymore. So my arm speed, I should not be throwing 11 and 12s. I should be throwing 10 and 9. Right? I have my 7 for my
Yep.
fairway. I would consider 9 and 10 to be where I
Your
should be
distance
topping out
drivers.
right
Yeah.
now. And when I did that, I had a Firebird, a Hatchet, and I just put that heat in with the new 6-time run because it had a little more stability. So there's a huge gap between that stability of the Firebird and then the Hatchet and the heat.
Yeah. I'll put an
So
Apache in your hands. The
there
Apache.
is the Tesla, the Volt, or we'll try an Apache.
I'll put an Apache in your
But
hands. I mean, you've thrown my Apache before, and it was very straight for you.
which one was it?
It's the Rasta dyed one you did for me.
Yes,
You threw it on
yes,
18 at Como. It went very straight for you. I think it's a great disc.
it did. It did. I tried to get that Fission Tesla in my hands, and that was a stable run for that sideboard bear.
Yeah,
Boy, you saw
sometimes.
that on Sunday.
Yeah,
Holy cow! I have Teslas that like it was one of my early one that I bought Neutron, and it beat in, and I was able to throw it
yep, I remember
pretty
that.
good. It just took it out of the bag.
I've got
I
some
was even thinking of
fission
trying
Teslas
a
for you.
stable run of the what's that?
I said I've got some fission Teslas I might be able to give you. Some older,
I,
like
I don't know if
3 year
I'm going to go
old.
that route.
Okay.
I don't know. Um, we'll see what the Apache does. It was a Tesla and the Great Escape. I tried to escape once early on in
Oh,
my
you might
career.
like the Saint Pro, or the Saint, the Latitude 64 or Dynamic Disc Saint or Saint Pro. You meant to get one of those
Really?
in your hands. Yeah, it's like a longer river supposedly.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sounds good,
Um,
right?
yeah, I do like the river, and I do throw it well. So
Yeah, you do.
uh, Saint Pro, I think I don't know if I've what's his name? What's the other lefty? Kieran.
Kieran,
I think
yeah,
he
Kieran
does.
Riley, local guy to us. He might throw a Saint. He
Yeah.
throws a West Side World a lot. He bombs on that. I know that for certain. But
Okay. Um, we'll have to
but
find out. It's
we've
eight
mentioned
five. Okay.
we've mentioned a lot of discs. We're
Yeah.
about wrapping up for the day. I think everyone should go
Yeah.
out and try. I think there's nothing wrong with throwing a mixed bag. If you're we're amateur hour. That's what we are.
Not. Yes.
Try a mixed bag. Try
And
a
even if
Saint
you are
Pro.
sponsored,
Go grab an Apache. Go
yeah.
grab a Tesla. Go try. Go see
I
what they
only
are.
have one. I only have one of these left. By the time this airs, it might not be. That's a hex. That's the Banana Bear hex. But
Yeah, go
yeah,
try
if
a
you need help,
Hex. Go find an Echo. They're great
if you need help,
discs.
reach out because I do have discs.
Yeah, if you
We
want
do
to
have them
try
out.
Gateway, reach out to me. We'll get around
Yeah.
together. If you're local, we'll get around together. I'll let you try out my discs, see what you like, and go from there. I think
Yeah, we
there's
just gave a bunch. Before we sign off, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this because it just hit me. We gave a bunch of plastic to UB
yeah,
at the start of the competition. It's a club. They want to get it going, so we put a bunch of drivers, mids, whatever we had, some mostly used. A couple that were almost brand new, maybe thrown a handful of times. Um, and that reminded me it was the chalky plastic, so it didn't really work. But that H4V2, that hybrid, that the way that felt in my hand was
yeah,
really nice.
yeah. Maybe try a
So
Prodigy disc. The V2s from Prodigy are supposed to be very good, from what I've
yeah,
heard. I haven't
so
thrown
don't
any of
discount
them.
that.
Don't discount that.
Yeah, we do have Spencer, who I've been giving him the leftover like D2s and everything else that I have.
Yep.
But we do have two people who throw that. So if you want to join us for a casual round, if you're in the area, reach out. You can join us for a casual round. We always swap discs.
Yeah,
We
I'm
always
happy to let you
help
try out my
people out.
discs.
Yeah. And if you're not, let us know where you are because we do travel. Um,
Yep.
not necessarily as a large team most times, but we do travel. We do get up and down, especially the East Coast.
Yeah, we
Um,
do.
Nate hits the West Coast, so we get on. So contact us, and we'll see what we can work out.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
with that, I guess we can sign off on this one.
Yep. I think this was a very productive episode.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts. Let us know your favorite plastics. Make sure when you tell us about your plastic, Tell us about plastic you had in your hands. Don't tell us about third hand, fourth hand knowledge of somebody telling you how bad plastic is.
Yeah,
Stop saying Prodigy sucks because they are at the top and they are winning. Okay? Archer, Arrow, Arrow, Archer. Prodigy has to have some, even if it's old discs that they're bringing out,
yep,
they're still winning with Prodigy. So
they are.
we got to stop knocking that. So get out, let us know your thoughts, comment, like, subscribe, bell, ding, whatever it is. Um, and make sure to partake in that conversation because we want to know your thoughts on plastic.
Yeah,
Because I only know what Marcus and my team have helped me with and put in my hands. And as a retailer, sometimes I order some stuff and I'll be some of the RPM discs felt really good in my hands. But I didn't throw them. I got them for Sully, and then to support Sully, we sold them at the tournaments. But you never know. You might find that one that you really, really like. So shout out to anyone who throws the Grace. I would love to get another one if you have it. Those are hard to come by right now. Um, and that's it. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, feedback, whatever you got, and look for the UB video coming out next, Marcus.
should be coming out next. Yep, I got it. We got it edited. We're gonna do voiceover, we think,
Right,
and that'll be coming out.
right.
Should be next week.
Cool. Sweet. So thanks for joining us again, guys. Go ahead, Marcus. You can take us home.
You already said it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. See you guys next week.
Thank you, everyone.